you'll recall that in the past we've been working on databases and collecting some names into your database, and if you recall we did a process called the maths, and that established that you need to gather around about 23 or 2400 people on your database in order to communicate with consistently, and from there you'll be able to get enough of a database going that you'll get work coming out of that list of people on an ongoing basis. So the work to date, particularly the prospecting, has been focused on covering off areas of your patch and giving them consistent communication. What we're going to do now is show you the next level of the theory about segmenting your database and how this fits together with the work that you've done so far. So what we've done so far is to nominate a patch area, and on this graphic here it's represented by this map that's on the bottom area, and then you've been doing consistent letterbox drops and phone calls to different areas on that patch area. So that's represented in the second layer here, where we've divided the patch up into 4 lots of 600 homes roughly, and then within each of those we've given them an area of 150 homes roughly, where in the first week you're phone calling this segment here when you letterbox drop the patch. Next week you letterbox drop patch number, part number B in your patch, and phone call and contact some of the people in B1. Next week you letterbox drop area number C and contact by phone or door knocking area in C1, and so it goes on, so that over 4 weeks you get this repeated cycle of letterbox contact, and every 16 weeks you're consistently phoning the people within each patch. Now that's great when you're taking a similar message out to a number of people in an area, and this is a geographical situation where things that are just sold in their area and things that are on the market work. But it's not a picture of the real world. What's happening in the real world is that there's another layer across the top of this where people fall into one of a number of categories, and we're at great pains here to keep this number of categories as minimal as possible. So you can see up in the corner here we've isolated 6 different categories of people, and we'll go into the definitions of those in the material in much more detail. But you can see that a person who is a potential seller is not necessarily grouped together in a single geographical area on this layer. You can get potential sellers in a number of areas, and potential buyers are scattered among all of the 16 regions. So what we're working towards developing now is the prospecting plan that works on geographical areas in a very structured 16 segment grid on this level here. And what we're about to embark on now is developing a database segmentation plan that gives valuable and meaningful communication to people in, for example, all the yellow dots, because the communication that they need is different from the people that are in the red dots, because they've got different interests and they're at a different stage in the buying cycle of property. So this gives you an overview of what we're about to do in the next phase of moving forward, is to segment your database and then create some meaningful communication to each of these areas, while we're still actively working on the base prospecting down at this level. And that's something that is never compromised and goes on for many years into your prospecting career. So with that overview, I'll end now and we'll catch up with you on the next video. Thanks for watching.